I have returned. Excuse me. I need to, like, not clear my throat all the freaking time. Why is this? Oh, right.
Yes?
Hmm. So there's some books there. Hello.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
I like the first option right there.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
Psychic disfavor.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Son, you got destroyed there. What an idiot you are.
Oh my god. I love that I had that option, and it was the easiest option to go for right off the bat.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go, be drawn.
This is so well done, this game.
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for
Magnetic
commercial activity.
energy.
My business is thriving, sir. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Of course she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
I'm not gonna grade a human being.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research.
Market research
expect
from
an
the
answer.
street.
My precious, her dedication
I'm not gonna
brings
get a
joy to
child
my
in
heart.
trouble. I can't bring
If you
myself to
have
be like
children,
that.
I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I feel like he's incapable of having children. Yeah, I'm gonna go for number 3.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Oh, we're going for this. Let's go down this road.
Good, sir. What does a young child do with money
Ah,
anyway?
yes, slave
No,
labor.
I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
You save it for her, so when she wants to buy the new PlayStation 7, you tell her, no, it does not build good character.
Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
Kim's like, oh, come on.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy.
In this economy.
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains.
Willpower. You're the one who's
Life
taking
isn't
away
easy.
her ability
Life
to
doesn't give
exercise her
breaks.
own free will by making her engage in child labor.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
Yeah, it's super alright for kids to chew their hands off. I'm gonna go for
She
number 1.
stands stiff and severe, silently fuming.
I'm
Can
loving
also
giving her a
seconds
talking
pass
to.
without change.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Oh, did I just make the child come indoors?
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
I made her a better mother.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may
White
know
flight.
it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Oh, let's ask the super sensitive question.
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand.
Oof.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand. She's been too busy helping me here.
Yeah, with
so
child
she studied
labor.
at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Trimester? Do they... Is there anywhere in the world where they do school through a trimester as opposed to a semester or a term?
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
So never.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
All right, well, let's take a look around here. Oh, hey, there's another person here.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework.
Oh,
I have
that's
so
her.
much homework now.
You just can't win.
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside.
Yeah, just
in the
learn
cold,
math.
I
You'll become
guess.
rich. All mathematicians are really, really rich.
Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean.
Oh my god, I
The
got a
detective
hat?
does.
I got a fucking hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time.
Oh my
He
god,
got
I got a
way more
fucking
serious with
hat.
that.
I'm so excited that I got a hat.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
I'm gonna go for this.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework.
I'm just nailing these dice rolls.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
She means I'm not drunk.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Drunk.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics?
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that.
I'm gonna be nice to her.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
I'm gonna be nice. All right, let's put on a hat. Fuck yeah! I don't want to wear a tie, though. Oh, I do want to wear a tie. Never mind. Oh, whatever. Sure, I'll internalize this. Why not? Let's become a hobo cop. All they talk about is lake trout. Fascist magic.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of
What would
famous
fascist
people.
magic
There's
be?
also
Is
a
it just
wide
Harry
range of
Potter? Because
paranatural
that would be
literature.
fascist magic. Like, it's written by a fascist, so I would equate that to fascist magic.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
A
Oh,
police store. Buy police here.
Amidst the various books, you
A
find one
police
written
store.
by
What the
someone
fuck would a
named
police store be?
Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Oh, so it's the United States.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or
So
anything.
it's like the American healthcare system. Got it.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Ah, so very American.
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply.
Oh.
Nothing worth buying.
So that's makes sense. Yeah, I'm on board with this.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou.
I bet you
are
in
here.
Le Caillou there's no
Another,
trees.
Far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
I don't know if anyone will get that
Ozon,
reference.
Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white.
If anyone knows who Caillou is, you'll understand the
In the
ridiculous
northeast,
joke
a dust
that I
mite
just made
stands
there.
on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelaire, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
Caillou
The
has no
ocean breaks
hair.
apart into a tangle of cosines
It's
and
like, for whatever
azimuths,
reason, he's
all pointing
3
into
years
pale
old and has no
nothingness.
hair.
Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live, not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
I wouldn't want to live in a city called Coal City. It sounds like it would be like, what's that place in Pennsylvania that's Centralia? It's basically it's Centralia waiting to happen.
You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
She assumes that I have no money.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue,
The horse
set up those
statue.
coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. It would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Damn it.
You move your hand toward the map attached to the board. Before you even reach the map,
Oh,
you're interrupted.
well, I tried.
Perhaps not. It's against RCM policy to defraud small business owners.
Just the small business owners, the big business owners we can steal from.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Always steal from the bigger businesses. That's what's happening here.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Innocentic power.
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Eh.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. Certainly, It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely.
I don't have enough
It's
money.
important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history.
What's a
One of
tip-top
them
tourney
is the
racer?
madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
I feel like that's a terrible idea. An extremely terrible idea.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
I wonder why this bookstore is not going to work out.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring-do.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes.
Ooh, the sexual
We're fortunate
ones.
to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Really? I will learn all of my detective stuff from Ace Attorney, thank you. That's how I know how to do stuff. I know how to handle evidence properly because of Ace Attorney.
Sex crimes did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasure centers down. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a
Yeah,
tree.
you have to use a gun to remove a dead body from a tree.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
I had a weird question. There's a thing on the top right. Oh, that's the... Okay, got it.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure, let's do it.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of
Gee, I
Dick
wonder
Mullen.
if Dick Mullen is a riff
Brutalist
on
Dick.
a certain
Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre.
detective
The
from
Murder of
once
Dick
published in this Victorian magazine called The Strand. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Ah, okay. That never happens in any detective stories.
Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking
I wonder if The
death
Dame Who
seems
Did
to
It
be a common
is
trope
based
in
off
the
of
Mullen series. The morbid tales
what's
of
the
Dick Mullen.
original
A dark
Sherlock
tide
Holmes story?
turned.
Something in Bohemia.
Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Hmm.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Let's just do this.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
So it's an Ace Attorney book.
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Then this is the book for you.
$7.99. I'm good.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
I want to know what's behind there.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
It's fine.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Fuck it.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once
Oh, I
more.
cannot wait to see how cross she is.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the
Parapsychologically.
consequences. It's too dangerous.
Parapsychologically. Amazing.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Hmm.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
But I want to go to the extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you,
I want to rip
as
them
if
open.
taunting you.
Yes!
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens
That's
of
right, you
scary
can't tell
little
me what to
cage-like
do.
trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
You can't tell me what to do.
I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
If we put some proper lighting in here, it'd be a nice little nook.
What if you just break it down?
Do I do it? Let's do it. Damn. Well. This game rules. This game
Ow,
so
shit.
rules.
Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
I love this. I love that
What is
so
going
much.
on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door?
No.
I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. That's right.
Oops.
Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed. Steady breathing, solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It's only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo.
So now I can actually now I stand a higher chance of breaking down the door. God damn it! This game sucks.
Ow, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright?
I had a
looked
72%
Pretty
chance and I
intense
still
painful,
screwed that
I
up.
must admit.
What is going on there?
She's
I
already
warn
said
you.
that.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed. That's right. Steady. That's right. Take the room. It's made of a solid.
I can't
block
do it
of
again.
wood, but it has stood there for
72% is low
The
in this
hinges are
game?
old.
Oh well.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems
Well,
to be taken
I
up by
tried. I
Wirral
tried to break
related
down the door
merchandise.
twice and failed miserably.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Oh, let's do this.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures.
I love kids. Kids are fun. Kids also make me realize how much of an idiot I am.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization.
Ever played
then set off
Among
to
Us with
brutally
11-year-olds?
colonize
That's
and
how I
repress
learned
other
I'm not very
civilizations.
smart.
It'll cost 12 real.
I had no idea what I was doing against these kids. These kids definitely wiped the floor with me.
Lousy auras there.
Definitely
No,
never want to
role-playing
experience
games
that.
are
Well, I
popular
do
among
actually want to
those
experience that
types.
again.
You
But at
know,
least I'll have a
we're into
different
those kind
mindset
of
when I play a
things.
game like that
Personally, I don't
with
like
children.
it. Not at all.
Expect to lose is kind
I've
of my
heard they
mindset
turn
now.
people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though.
Good to know.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures.
I'm
The
curious what
sticker
this
on
game
it
sounds like in
displays
French.
25 real.
Yeah, I think that's what was being said there.
Nonsense for anemic Beano clods.
Is there anything else here that I should look at? I think I haven't looked at that one there, have I? Molten candy. I had a bag. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, come on. I can't select the damn thing anymore.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Gee, I wonder what that spells.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the
I have
water
no
lies a
idea
coast
what that
studded
spells at
with
all. I
concrete
can't
and
spell.
reeds. On it,
O-N-U-C?
a
What does that
church on
mean?
stilts, lanky, weather-worn wooden
Gosh,
planks.
I wish I
an
could figure out
X-shaped
what that
cross
means.
topping its tower. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruin in a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
I'm not particularly fond of touching those things. Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yes?
Aw, I can't convince him it was a sexy case.
Hey, up here, Peter.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So I'm assuming this is kind of an opportunity to collect crap or something.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment. This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Alright, well I have no opportunity to do anything to it, I guess. Oh, hey, I know where we are.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
What?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a...
I'm good. Nice. What do we got here? Oh, I could actually... What does this do here? 1+1 encyclopedia. But this gives me a better reaction speed. Oof, I don't want to deal with that. Alright, so we've kind of explored a little bit here.
There must be another way into the building.
Wait, what?
It's been a week and now they show up?
Is that blood?
A sturdy metal door. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply.
What happens if we
Just
knock
faint,
again?
sweeping sounds inside. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Maybe you should ask her who she is.
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Like, there's this blood here, right? So it's like,
There must be another way into the building.
Why does Kim speak like this? I saw this person up there. Maybe I'm not able to get up there just yet.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
Look in his hand, going into his mouth.
Are they playing
The
La
sandwich.
Pétanque?
It's hauntingly beautiful.
They must be playing La Pétanque.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab
It
a
looks like
ball
La
and play it.
Pétanque.
Don't ask questions. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Sure, let's grab the ball.
You You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it.
I hope he hucks it into the ocean.
God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen.
I hope he chucks the ball into the ocean.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is
That
ready.
happens if you fail?
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Samaran heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanicha, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild.
It's a very
Revachol
Slavic
loves
or
the heroes.
Romanian name there.
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them.
All right, let's see where this goes. Fuck yeah.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
He's impressed. He's really impressed.
What the hell is your problem?
Well, I thought you had to have, like, you know. I thought that's how you played.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I appreciate
his
that I
age
managed to
getting
throw
worked
the
up like
damn
that.
ball into the ocean.
Better watch that blood pressure.
Here we go. I'm sensing anger.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
Pétanque. Oh my god, web captioner managed to do it. It's pétanque. Pétanque. There we go. P-tank.
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Bool?
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer?
Yeah,
No
I might
harm done.
accidentally shoot you with my gun.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Let's do this.
A fine example you are setting here today, officer. I will remember this. And Gaston will too.
It's okay, officer. Forgotten completely. It was my bull, and I have a spare. Everything is good, and we're ready to assist any way we can.
He's trying to avoid conflict at any cost.
Nice.
The lieutenant says nothing, but his face is rigid. It seems he does not approve of your athletic displays.
I just appreciate that the ball was like, or sorry, boule was hurled into the ocean.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
You seem to be playing in a crater, though.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Yeah, that is the best kind of artillery fire.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like.
Those
You
are...
just chose a name to feel special.
One of those is not like the other.
Senseless sentimentality.
One of them is only related.
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
What's a whole, like... what year is it again? It's 57, and he's talking about 08? Like, how old is this man?
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
I appreciate that the ball or the boule just disappears. Does he throw another boule?
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn
Oops,
right,
sorry, I
son.
didn't mean to do that.
They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
Oh, what do I
you
get to
think?
pick here? Ooh, soft socialists are paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Let's go for the first one.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains. I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
I love how French Rene sounds.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
What sense? Like, I'm very curious about how this world is designed.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I appreciate how sexual he's made this all of a
An
sudden.
extremely inadvisable strategy against automatic weapons. Be sure not to make the same mistake. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
For a spring day, it's rather snowy, isn't it?
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Good to know.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
What happens if I touch it?
This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Yeah, screw it.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind
Boo.
blowing in
I want to
from
mess with
sea
the random
interrupts the silence
switches.
of the situation. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? Nothing happens. A spring wasn't there a...
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man.
Let's see what he
hangs out
says.
by
He's
the
holding a
water
knife,
lock,
though.
Carved. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
So he's Australian.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock.
You know what? I'm
The
gonna take a
rest of
shot
the
at
coast
this.
is closed off till then. Sure thing.
It is salty. It is
Nice.
savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Want some too, officer?
Kim's gonna say no.
Why not?
Oh,
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. It's supposed to operate the waterlock, but as noted, it's all junk right now. Disabled because of the blockage. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be reactivated. Wouldn't want anyone moving the waterlock with debris still in the channel.
yeah, it's only an environmental issue.
It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes?
Do I ever?
Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the waterlock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
The coast part of the map is inaccessible until the 3rd day.
All right, fair enough. Maybe Arcaders, thank you so much for the raid. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm playing Disco Elysium for the first time ever. It is a very strange game, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. Can we go in here? Oh, we can. But there's no one inside.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms.
This game is
All
wild.
stern
I'm
and
enjoying
unyielding
this.
in their duty. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very
I'm liking
serious
Kim.
about
Kim is a
these
very
guys.
good character so far.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Have any of you ever played Petanque? It's a strange game.
Which ones?
Oh, hey.
Ah, royalist
Where are
soldiers
you
from the
where are
time
you
of the
coming from?
Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to
I didn't
look
see
impressive.
this man when I
A few
walked
have
in. Where the
rifles,
heck is
but
he?
most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes?
Yes.
Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary
Where
soldiers.
where is he located?
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Gee, some of these selections. Yeah, let's be
Maybe.
hopeful. Alright, let's do this. It's probably gonna fail.
Everything
Yep,
you pick
it failed.
out seems faded, chipped,
It
and
failed.
sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks.
I
the kind
tried.
that
I
would
really
mow
did
down
try.
A line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Where is the dude that was just talking to me? Oh, he's right there. Oh, I see. He's behind the glass. That's
It's
why it
not
was very
often that
confusing.
I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
That explains a lot. I
What
was
can
like,
I do
why
for
am I
you?
hearing a man speaking to me? And now this makes sense.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the wall.
Could you just imagine being in a shop and behind this sort of glass all day?
No, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
This game is wild. I'm enjoying
As you
it.
can
I
see,
kind of was wondering
I have
if
a
it would be
wide
too much
selection
for
of
me.
goods for everyone to choose
This game
from.
has just this game has me asking lots of questions like what the heck is going on here? Let's do
It keeps
this.
me entertained.
Keeps him entertained.
He might be high. If he is, on what?
Can
Let
I
me have a
sell?
look.
I like to sell my clothes. I want to go naked around everywhere now.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Okay, let's see what Kim's probably gonna hate this. Let's do it anyway.
Oh, No. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
No? Okay, so he doesn't want gross photos. Got it.
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Alright, let's see what we have to sell.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Sure. Give myself 50 cents.
Another time, perhaps.
Let's do this. I'm going to fail.
Feeling warm.
Oh,
and
I
enthralled
succeeded.
By the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Should we go for the jugular?
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them.
Let's do this.
Parolidon is just something you know,
Okay.
since the People's Power disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
I would never want to wish radiation sickness upon someone.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities.
DIY
It
nuclear power.
malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too. We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
I highly advocate that you go and run your own nuclear power plant. That's never happened in the history of the United States, by the way. There was nobody who became the nuclear Boy Scout.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood. Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. There's a reason why
You wouldn't
everyone's
want
tried
to
forget any of it ever happened.
like
And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
you wouldn't want to be in radioactive mud, that's for certain.
So much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could. No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going
I'd like to
happen?
see somebody build, like, somebody with a very low budget go and build a nuclear reactor that is not the nuclear Boy Scout. What was his name? Oh my god, his name used to be on the tip of my tongue, too. He died, like, a couple years ago, too.
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it.
So basically, the reluctant shop owner.
So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
So I guess the
Yeah.
situation
get
here
in on those vortices, my man.
was basically pure chance that I managed to have this conversation with him, because that's...
Have you tried it before?
Yeah.
The lieutenant steps away. pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
Well, let's go for this.
Every day, you look the part. Here you go, man.
Nice.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Let's just do this.
Of course. I doubt it, but
I don't
can try and
advocate that you
answer
do
any
things like
questions
this
you
in
may
real life,
have.
by the way.
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
Yeah, that's good policy.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of wild pines, and I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved. What should I have for it? No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, you have more questions, or are we? He's been by the shop a couple of times.
Okay.
There was something awfully deliberate about that laziness.
He purchased a remarkably garish paperweight the first
So it's
time he
basically
was
one of
here.
these options, but all of these
Nothing
options
the
have to be
second.
discussed.
They weren't the most pleasant interactions. Small town bigwigs always want everyone to play a part in the play they're staging. But I bowed out at some point. I prefer to watch from afar while the bigwigs come and go. He tried, wanted to come to some mutually beneficial agreement around my dealings with the dock workers. I politely declined to hear him out.
So you don't know what kind of arrangements he was talking about?
As I said, I refused to talk to him. That's why he came back a second time. That's also why he hasn't come back a third.
Interesting.
He nods reluctantly. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Oh, time to go for, like, hey, do you have my gun?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, hey, Kim, did you hear that?
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig.
Oh, gee, I wonder
which
who
was
this
odd.
is.
I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Oh, I think I know who has the gun.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
I think I know who has the gun.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it? It's possible in these parts of town. We ought to find her and discourage her from taking justice into her own hands.
Kim is just like, this conversation is screwed up.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
This sounds like an interesting gun.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
I have a feeling it's Kunais.
A needle
How are you
in a
supposed to see
haystack.
her name? I think
There is
I know who
nothing
it
you can
is.
do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course. Sure thing. Sure, man.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Why would you have this here?
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly.
That's kind of cool, actually.
persistently.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
It was brought to me to be altered.
Huh.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
What does this mean here? Okay. So, how much for the street light, I guess?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
I'm only,
A bargain?
less than
No,
1% of the way.
it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
Considering it's stolen, like, that's pretty messed up.
Well, there are the costs of removal and rewiring.
I wouldn't want a street lamp in my apartment, admittedly.
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures,
I cannot
which
buy
has
it.
adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
All right. Why are you... Are you not playing nice?
Aces high.
Oh, I see. Nice. Gotcha. I had to address that, I guess. See, like, there's a street lamp right there.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery.
Not gonna lie, that's a
bearing
cool
the
ass
number
car.
57.
Let's find out if there's anything here that I can steal from, I guess.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Oh, look at that. He's definitely excited to meet us.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Ha! Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work!
I see. So this man is a
Besides,
scab.
We're not
Yep.
that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike breakers together.
I appreciate
Shows
that
authorities are on our side.
it says other
Builds
on the little street barriers there.
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops. but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
I don't think I'd like this man.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole?
So let's find out.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Is it?
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get
I
their act
very
together,
much don't like this man.
decide to block honest work for
I think most of the people who watch me will probably be on the same
Beats
page as me.
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
He looks like he's wearing like some sort of sumo outfit.
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
This game is so pretty.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Let's do
What's
that.
it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs.
I like how
heavy
he's just
lifting,
scab leader. He
cargo
doesn't
haul,
have a name.
bouncer work.
He comes from a long line of scab leaders.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
Uh-huh.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position.
I feel like you're just making excuses.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Yeah, I'm not liking this man.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
So when you go in, you're just gonna start working?
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Geez. Sorry about this, everybody.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Oh, good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard? So mysterious, so intriguing. Either way, the road in front of you is wide and open. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in.
What's Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again.
This seems like a trap.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation.
I feel like this is going to end me.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or...
Oh boy, I see where
maybe
this
it
is
actually
going.
is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin
Nice.
lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more.
Basically, I
Things are
just
meager at the
bribed.
moment due to... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Seems fair. Alright, how do we get there? So we're here. Oh, I see where we are. Okay.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Alright, Measurehead's babe. She doesn't get a name in this game.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me. That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Al Ghul.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others
Oh,
can.
alcohol.
It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Am Sandwich race.
Let's see where this
is
goes.
waning. Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen.
This man is
You were once a
definitely
noble
not
and
making friends with
powerful
me.
race. You gave the world eugenics.
This
electricity,
man
and
is
powerful
great.
weapons of war, like
Loving this
missiles
man.
and aerostatic
Love this
aircraft.
man. This
You
This
made
guy is
great
great. He's got
gains in
great thoughts.
metallurgy,
Definitely
race
loving
theory,
this.
and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures.
Dude, replying to me in caps is not selling your point.
Potato-obsessed Quakers.
Do
But
not
now
make your
your
point in
ascent
all
to the
caps,
genetic
please.
summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity.
Dude, I don't
by
care. Just let
inviting
me
the
get
other
by.
races to a great world war.
You suck.
Bring your troops to the Semenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you.
We don't
When
care.
you are
Just let
gone,
me
we will
through.
build a museum for you.
My dude, I don't care.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul.
You're
Your
not making
beloved
your point when you write it all in caps.
Inside, we will store the odes to
If you have to make your argument all in caps, you're just doing cruise control for cool. You're not making a point.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember?
I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to do any of this.
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
My god, this man is great.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision.
This part is so painful.
He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
Oh boy.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
Okay.
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll
I'm gonna choose
music?
disco.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
Oh my god, that's such a
It
good
is
choice.
Shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race. What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor.
Oh.
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having
Yeah,
this
I know we're
conversation.
wasting our time.
Your pedomorphic friend is right. You should leave here with your tail between your legs, contemplating race extinction.
Please
I
forgive me
am
for the
a
choice that I'm about to
miserable
make, and I apologize, and this does not reflect anything about me as an
Racists are
individual
generally
whatsoever.
Not very good examples of their race.
This man is incredibly painful.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenology grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any
Please
doubt.
understand that this is not reflecting anything about me as an individual.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of
Oh my god, this is so bad.
sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby.
So how long have you been posting on Reddit?
This is not craniometry, just an observation.
Alright, what else do you have to tell us, racist man?
It is impossible to see any more of your
Yeah,
bone
phrenology
structure.
really is like a hard
It is
science.
covered
Everybody
in the
should follow
ravages
phrenology.
of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your
Anyone who
features,
tells you that
I can
phrenology
see
is not a science
fleshy lips,
is a complete liar.
baldness of the head, and
You can
long
totally
arms
tell a person
relative
based
to
off of the
lower
structure of their skull.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper.
Skullgun has it.
And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
This game is so weird.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
That's not how.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
This does not reflect who I am as a person. Sorry.
Go
Thank
ahead.
God.
Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
I'm gonna do this.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant such as you.
Thank God he's gonna hit me, right? Nice. I hope he breaks my
How
hand.
did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
How far does this go?
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Your hand twists.
Oh my
in his
God.
grip, and the pain blinds you. Still, you press the
How
words
far
into
does
your
this
swollen
go?
mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
We still need to get into the harbor. There's an interview to conduct. There must be another way.
Well, it looks like I need to speak to my buddy.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't
You
get us
could have
anywhere.
shot him. It would have done the world a great favor. You could have shot him square into the temple and it would have been okay.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hug. We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is. And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that? We are not here on some political quest. We are...
The lieutenant groans, but doesn't say anything.
What a
That's
dickhead.
right. You should do it again. It's the last thing you'll be expecting.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Let's
You
try it
have
again.
really let yourself go.
Damn it!
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand, and he's twisting it.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you?
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain.
The worst.
Your hand.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Well, I tried, everybody.
Please, stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
I tried. I really did try. So...
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets.
I tried to do the right thing.
Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kvaltson crane over using some remote controls.
We're not hackers.
Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology. All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Okay.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
So basically, I have to beg for information. Got it. Okay. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the raids, subscriptions, that sort of thing. I'll be on Sunday. As for now, say hi to Author Bliss. He's playing Wario Land. We're gonna do a Mario's Missing race sometime next month, or sometime in the next couple weeks, probably just after Christmas. Dates be determined. It's be the third time we've raced each other. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all have a good night, hey?